So today we're going to take a quick look at the new Aspire Revvo or Revvo tank. Pretty cool little design that they've got going on. Packaging is also beautiful on this piece. Pretty excited to see this. Originally started seeing coils for this coming out from Vape. Actually, they're calling it their Maze RDA. Looks to be using a very similar type of coil. I don't know if they'll be interchangeable. But this is already out and is ready to go. So very similar system to it. Let's take a look at the packaging. Nice small packaging. This is a hard plastic case. Pretty cool. Pops open to the side. Inside you'll get your warranty card. You'll get an important advice card. User manual, which explains how to fill the device, recommendations for bottles and things like that as well. And we'll show you that filling system, why they're making that recommendation. Tons of spare O-rings in here. Do get an extra piece of glass, an extra coil, which I'll show you these here in a second up close. And then they give you a vape band that also 2 times as a drip tip cover as well. So with the vape band on, you'd basically flip this up, cap pops into place, and your tip is protected while you're traveling in your pocket, purse, wherever your storage normally is. But the star of the show is the Revvo tank. And as you can see, it's a nice simple looking Genesis style looking tank. So nice huge drip tip in there. You can see the centerpiece is your fill port. I'll show you how that works here in a second. But it's 3 airflow slots around on the top cap. They're all the same adjustment, but it is adjustable airflow. To remove this top piece, we'll take a look down inside here. Is you actually have an inside barrel section that airflow coming in shoots air back into the coil, giving you a downward direction and then an upward lift on that airflow. Tip is fixed, but looks like you may be able to pop an 810 in there as well on the top. The fill port on this, it's kind of interesting. You may be able to see down at the very bottom is where your juice ports come in on that center stem. But the way that this would work is that you would take your bottle, actually install the tip right in the middle of the funnel, and actually press down, opens a check valve, and you're able to shoot juice down into the tank below. We'll fill this up here in a second. To change the coil on this piece, this funnel threads off, and then the coil is actually pressed in and retained by an O-ring. So, as I mentioned, Vape, they're on about their Maze coil that's going to be releasing here very soon for their Maze RDA. And this is literally the same exact thing as this tank. It's a tank section that you're filling juice below, or you can drip directly onto the coil, which you can do here as well. But certainly looks like a Maze. And this is your heating area, which I'm not going to touch the actual coil itself, but that is your heating element. Very thin pancake Maze style coil here. Looks like it's got some like polyfill, and then it's an organic cotton sheet that's actually sitting down inside underneath that polyfill, pressed up against the bottom. Really interesting design that they've got. The tank does fully break down. It is threaded down here on the bottom, so that if you ever needed to replace your glass, this bottom piece would thread off, and then you're able to slide your glass in and out, held in place with O-rings. The 510 connection on this, I feel like it's a bit springy, so I wouldn't recommend this particular device on a hybrid connection mechanical. Definitely want something that is a nice fixed 510 point mod, non-hybrid. You can see it doesn't really hang out very far as well, so definitely not hybrid safe for this. But regulated devices, you're going to be good to go. So we'll go ahead and fill this up here, pop her on a device, and take it for a vape. I'm going to juice up a little bit here. This will be my first time really getting a chance to play with this, so I'll give it a pre-prime, which actually looks like that's soaking in pretty quick. You can actually see here on the top side where it's soaking in. We'll add a bit up on top as well. Get that nice and soaked down in. And we'll reinstall. And we'll give this a try here from the top, but technically, like, you know, you could actually just continually add juice on top here, drip straight onto that coil. But with these nozzles, that's going to press in. And it's actually filling up nicely. Now this tank is supposed to hold 3.5 mils of juice. Pretty nice, actually. So the fill system works great. In this funnel, if you do overflow, it will actually just run right back down onto your coil. But technically, that's pretty well soaked up, so that should be nice and primed, ready to roll. And then you reinstall your top tank section here with your airflow. And let's have a quick vape. We'll start it at 50 watts. And it should be really good air flavor though, because of the amount of surface area. Lots of airflow. That's on wide open. That's a lot of airflow. Flavor is actually really good. Off of a couple puffs already. I imagine that's just going to continually break in. That's at 50 watts. It's pretty airy, wide open at 50. I think you're going to be really seeing the best flavor vapor production around 70 watts on this coil, actually. Wow. So yeah, very nice vaping tank. Might be in that contention for me personally as the best of 2018. I mean, it is only the 3rd of January, but the break-in is obviously very quick. Flavor comes on immediately. The way that this coil is going to work too is, you know, since there's no wicking coming down into the tank, when you're tipping it, you're going to be continually adding juice to this coil. So you know, you may, getting down, you may need to roll it from time to time, but you know, you're going to get a little bit of that that little bit of a dried out flavor before that happens, you know, so you'll kind of get a little bit of pre warning on that. But overall, I think that Aspire has made definitely a really interesting piece here. It'll be interesting to see if these coils are going to be interchangeable with the Vandy Vape. Maze already is, it's coming out. The coils, they're available in packs of 3. Nice little packaging. And the way that those coils are going to look, non-perforated packaging, but just a standard pop-through blister pack. So, but this is the Aspire Revvo, using the, I guess, maze coil is what we'll call it, because that's certainly what it looks like. You know, and again, very nice piece, 3.5 mils. It's 24 millimeter diameter as well, so it's going to fit on pretty much everything that you're liking. And this is vaping great at 70 watts. I feel like it's going to be able to handle definitely on that 85, which case is going to be about where I like to vape on a mechanical. Yep, 85 watts is great as well. So we'll play around with that, see how much higher that can go. But so the Aspire Revvo, definitely worth checking this tank out. Something different, great flavor. Vapor production is very ample as well. Yeah, check her out. Be more information in the links below in the description. We are wholesale only at kingdomvapor.com. If you have a shop and you've got questions or you'd like more information about any products that we offer, our contact info is right on the main page of our website. Set up an account, you'll be able to see pricing with us as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much.